Hi there, this is Pammy Joe, and I am here to encourage souls and leaders to blossom by showing you mercy, helping you feel peaceful at full bloom. Each time I feel compelled to explain that. We are eternal beings. We are souls on earth. God sent us here. He has all of souls, which are portions of a portion of Him. He loses nothing in Himself when He divides Himself up. He's like a crystal of light who can multiply without losing any part of self. And we are unique, distinct. No one can take our place. And when you accept who you are, you realize that you have a purpose here, that you have gone through things that are helping teach you how to help others, not just here, but for eternity. We're short-sighted, instant gratification. That's what the fallen Eden happened. The temptation to know right now, to have it right now. That's all over our society. But there's a choice. Be you, or let something deceive you and lose who you really are to yourself. And you are your enemy when you let that happen. You can blame Satan, you can blame Lucifer, the demons, etc. You can blame God like I did. But ultimately, it's up to us. When we peel off the layers of self-hatred, we realize that we're naked before God in the garden. We can either hide, like Adam and Eve, or we can step into the light, be exposed, and then be clothed and covered with God's grace and comfortable and warm and not too warm. God's covering is the most comforting thing there is, and it doesn't require killing any other animals to get it. But make a choice here, because it's one or the other. There's no sitting on the fence middle ground. The middle ground's a chasm. There's no place to stand there. Make a choice. Because I was up against it, and I said to God, this was years ago, will I be a shit case forever, distraught and sad, wrong and stressed? I imagine you are the only one who understands. I think God is the only one who understands you. I don't pretend to understand everyone. I only know that you have a right to understand yourself, God-given right. And He said, if they hated and doubted me, they do you. So the times that He sent people and spoken through them, the word of the Lord came to so-and-so, the word of the Lord came here, people were instructed. Those times, someone always rose up to fight that person and kill many of them. And then most certainly killed Jesus when God placed Himself in that person's body. But He rose Him from the dead. He went back up. He left parts of Himself here to help us cope by being able again to join with the Father, like in Eden, daily, and get our strength from the source. So if you choose the other side, you're choosing a fool. In Daniel 7:21, I ran across this in my journal, and it's in the Bible. As I watched, this horn was waging war against the saints and defeating them. This horn represents power. And this horn was gouging, gorging, both, plunging pain into your soul, and then eating your flesh, your energy, both, and defeating you with hopelessness and telling you that you're not worthy or worthwhile and that you have no hope and that God will never win. Or that God's a bully and a bad guy doing all of this stuff when this horn was doing it. As I watched, this horn was waging war against the saints and defeating them until the Ancient of Days came and pronounced judgment in favor of the saints of the Most High. And the time came when they possessed the kingdom. That sentence is where we are. The word of God is a powerful sword. It's a discerning sword. The word of God is what made everything. God's wishes become action and deeds via his word. His word says, Daniel 7, until the Ancient of Days came and pronounced judgment in favor of the saints of the Most High, and the time came when they possessed the kingdom. That time is now. Then it describes the 10 horns are the 10 kings who will come from this kingdom. After them, another king will arise, different from the earlier ones. He will subdue 3 kings. He will speak against the Most High and oppress his saints and try to change the set times and the laws. The saints will be handed over to him for a time, times and half a time. But the court will sit, and his power will be taken away and completely destroyed forever. Then the sovereignty, power, and greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven will be handed over to the saints, the people of the Most High. His kingdom will be an everlasting kingdom, and all rulers will worship and obey him. This is the end of the matter. Whose side do you want to be on? The loser or the one who is everything? I know whose side I'm on. I'm not stupid, and neither are you. Choose the Most High, the Ancient of Days. He's here, he's coming to hand the kingdom over to the saints. Antichrist, the beast, they're nothing. Their sensation of power is an illusion. It takes very little from the Most High to bring about change. The court will sit and his power will be taken away just like that. In the blink of an eye. Have faith. The only thing you're doing by not having faith is hurting yourself. You're not even helping them. God won't let you help them because you're a saint. And the kingdom belongs to you, and the rulers will be subject to the sovereignty, power, and greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven will be handed over to the saints, the people of the Most High. His kingdom will be an everlasting kingdom, and all rulers will worship him and obey him. That is the end of the matter.